Hey, what it is, YouTube, man? It's your boy TJ about another video, man. We got the best Larry Bird versus LeBron James story ever told, man. Let's check it out.
When the Game Was Ours, written by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan shared his 100% honest opinion about Larry Bird. He said, "People ask me all the time who my top 5 players are, and when I start saying Larry, they interrupt me. They say, you gotta be kidding me. He can't play with LeBron James."
What?
I tell them, you guys don't get it. Larry is far better than any small
I ain't gonna lie,
forward.
bro. I'd take Larry over Bron any day, bro. Bron is, Larry the better shooter, better playmaker, better passer, the better freaking, bro. The only thing I see, I'd take Larry defensive too. Better than Bron. Only thing I see Bron better than him is finishing, bro. And he barely better than him at that.
Who played the game. Now, the lazy person would chalk that statement up to Michael Jordan being a LeBron hater.
He's not even looking at the. I think he was looking at Michael Jordan.
I was thinking the same thing.
Michael Jordan's a little left of that Charlotte bench. I think that was a look at Michael like.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly
He was
what he
looking
was
right
looking
at him.
But not too long ago, this was common knowledge.
If you give me both these guys and you say you can start your team with either Larry Bird or LeBron James,
you taking LeBron.
I'm taking Larry Bird
No,
and
you're
I'm
not.
taking my chances.
No,
Thank you
you're
very
not.
much.
You know why?
Larry
Yes.
Bird was the baddest son of a gun on the
Hey.
planet in a league with Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas,
so
Dr.
you're
J.
telling me-
He was the best player in the world when the NBA
And
was at
LeBron's
with a
the best
greater
player
level.
in the world.
It ain't the same NBA. This sucker won 3 straight MVPs.
Let me ask you this. With
Yeah, it ain't
Larry,
the same NBA, bro. Like the NBA back then was harder than the NBA now, bro. The NBA is soft now, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
They couldn't get through
he's
him at
the
one
best
point.
player in the world right now.
I believe he would.
Oh, he'd be better than Kevin Durant.
I believe
Yeah, if Larry Bird was playing right now, he'd be the best player in the NBA right now. Absolutely, boy.
Really?
Yes,
No, he wouldn't.
I believe he
No,
would.
he wouldn't. Okay, he
Larry
just
Bird,
doesn't have the experience.
if his back didn't give out on him, if he didn't have surgery,
I'm
if
not
his
even
body didn't fail him,
talking about
we
that.
having a whole different conversation about Larry Legend. I'm sorry. He had it all.
So, Larry Bird or LeBron James? And for the record, if you ask me who I'd take over 20 years, I'd take LeBron. But if you ask me who I'd take for one season, it gets very interesting. Because I'd take a 1986 Larry Bird season over any single season performance from any player that ever lived. And if you ask me who I'd take for one game, or better yet, one shot, well, I'll let someone who actually lived through the Bird era tell you what they think.
I'm like, both of them Hall of Famers for sure. Both of them Hall of Famers for sure. LeBron gonna be a Hall of Fame when he retire for sure. He had a good career, but I'm taking Bird over Bron, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
All I know is one game from my life, I want Larry Joe Bird taking my last shot. That guy from French Lick, Indiana. Game on the line, free throw, 3, jump shot, whatever it was. I'll take Larry Bird any day or any night over especially LeBron.
Oh, absolutely. You talking about last shot, game on the line, Larry Bird all day. If you pick LeBron, you gotta be on coca. Something gotta be wrong with you. Like you gotta bump your head on something if you take LeBron last shot over Bird. Something gotta be wrong with you. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, if you're still a Larry Legend denier, I'm about to tell you how one shot changed the course of history, helped rewrite the narrative of an entire generation, and almost made Larry Bird the undisputed greatest of all time. Now, time and time again, Larry Bird came up clutch in the biggest situations.
Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good! And the Celtics win it! Bird hits and the Celtics win it!
Like, Bron not doing that, bro.
101, a three-pointer by Larry Bird at the buzzer.
Danny Ainge to inbounds for the Celtics, trailing by 1, 2 seconds left. Into Bird, he fires.
And see, the thing is, when it's the final seconds like that, everybody know the ball going to Bird, double team and all, and still making that. See what I'm saying?
Celtics win! Unbelievable! Larry Bird at the buzzer!
So in the 1987 NBA Finals versus the Lakers, when Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics were trying to repeat as NBA champions, Celtic Nation came to expect it. And in Game 4 at the Boston Garden, with the Celtics down 2-1 in the series, the game came down to the wire.
Boston 4, LA 2. Bird. Boston. 5 now, and they almost tied up Harris, and they lose it. Cooper. It's a 3-on-3 break. Cooper with a 3 and hits it with a minute and a half to go. A long time ago. Kareem,
oh my God! Damn, Kareem!
Jumping for joy, and they lead it 104-103, and another timeout called by Casey Jones.
And coming out of a timeout, Larry Bird is confident.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll take Magic too over Bron too. I'll take Magic over Bron too.
Ever tells his defender James Worthy exactly what he's gonna do to him.
He would come out of a timeout. I remember this one time. You might have heard this before because he did with a lot of people. I had to guard him. You know the player's coming, but he would tell you what's coming. DJ.
That's another thing too. Bron ain't never do that too. He'll tell you what he doing, shoot in your face, and tell you there's nothing you could do about it, and he do it. He tell you I'm finna run to the corner and shoot, and there's nothing you could do about it. He actually does it. It was one game, other video I watched. He was only using his left hand the whole entire game and still dropped like 30, 40 points. Bron ain't never do that. Bron ain't never do that.
Handling. Mikhail's going to set up a pick for Robert. That's only to free him up to come and set a pick for me. And he says, if you trail, I'm going to trail into the lane, shoot a little floater. He said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner and bust a jumper in your fucking face. I'm like, fuck you, man.
Hey, bro, he tell you what he's finna do, and he's going to do it, bro. And there's nothing you could do about it. He makes it 80% of the time, bro. So it's like,
I'm all up on it. You know, I got his shirt tail. I'm holding it. You know, I'm like, you know where I'm from. I'm from Gastonia. Man, we ain't talking. Sure enough, man. The ball comes in. DJ takes a couple dribbles. I'm quick enough. I think I can get over the top. I get over the top. I get out there, but he pops to the corner, and I'm running. He kind of waiting. You know, wait. He was an asshole.
Bird goes for 3.
That's the wrong person to be open, bro. That's the wrong person.
And the Lakers call time with 12 seconds left. Larry Bird with a big 3-point bomb has given the Celtics the lead.
With the Celtics up by 2, Kareem comes down and gets fouled with 8 seconds left. He makes the first and misses the second.
And it's Lakers ball with 7 seconds to go.
One Celtic rebound could have sealed this game, but the ball goes out of bounds and the Lakers get the possession. And with 7 seconds to go, the Lakers still had life. Just 3 years earlier, in the 1984 finals versus the Celtics, Magic Johnson choked in a similar situation, earning the nickname Tragic Johnson. But this time, he was ready.
My man switched to Kareem, and Kevin McHale jumped out to me. As soon as I saw Kevin, I said, oh, I'm taking him.
You know, Magic puts it on the floor, a couple head and shoulder fakes, and he raised up in the air. And there was nobody that was going to get that shot.
Oh my God. Oh, matter of fact, I remember this. Oh my God. I was like, whoa, that was a crazy shot. I ain't gonna lie, that shot was crazy. I remember that. I remember watching video about
Down
this.
by 1, with 2 seconds on the clock, Larry Bird and the Celtics find themselves in a situation they've been in many times before.
Johnson on the inbound.
Everybody know the ball going to leg.
Bird fires it.
Freeze. What do you think happened? Now let's give this shot some context. For 2 years straight, the Boston Celtics had the greatest home court advantage of all time. The prior year, in 1986, the Celtics finished with a regular season record of 40-1.
Damn.
This record still stands as the best record.
40-1? So you only lost 1 game in the regular season? You know how dominant that is? 40-1? Y'all don't understand how dominant that is? That's crazy.
Regular season home record ever.
I don't think nobody beating
better
that.
than Michael Jordan's 96 Bulls, and better than Steph Curry's 2016 or 2017 Golden State Warriors. And if you include the playoffs, they were 50-1 at home.
Damn, 50-1 at home in the playoffs too. Boy, they ain't play back damn on that home court. God, 50-1. And the playoffs, man.
So for everyone
that Celtic team was crazy. One
who thinks the 96 Bulls and the 2017 Warriors are the two best teams of all time, at home, Larry Bird's 1986 Celtics were better. Let that sink in.
Someone asked me the other day, they said, it's the toughest arena you had to play in. And I said, Garden, Boston. I said, they were almost impossible to go in there and beat because you could not make a mistake with them. Those guys made you play, and it was him. Like, he was he was a savant on the court. Like, just a savant. Like, 2 plays ahead on everything.
See, between the legs, almost going out of bounds, throwing the ball, no looking Pat Bron ain't doing all that. Come on, man. And Bron definitely ain't a better shooter than Bird. Don't start with that either.
And so, please, let's not forget how hard it was to go into Boston and beat a team when Bird is in his prime.
Unfortunately, the Celtics fell off that following year in 1987. They were 39-2 at home. So including the playoffs, for the last 2 years, the Celtics were 99-4 at the Boston Garden up until that
damn 99-4. Damn.
Shot by Bird. This means statistically there was a 96% chance that potential game-winning shot by Bird was going in. Now, what do you think happened?
Well, they set up a great play. Bird walked Worthy all the way up, forced the denial all the way up.
We've done it before. Clear everybody out, go to the ball, and break to the corner.
Max looking, loops it to Bird.
2 seconds left. Into Bird. He fires. Yes! And the Celtics.
One leg.
Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good! And the Celtics win it!
It's on the inbound. Bird fires it.
He caught it here, and as he caught it, all he had to do was turn. And just turn, and he just let this thing go.
Bird fires it.
Got a wide open look. Couldn't believe it.
And I'm standing right there. It is straight as an arrow.
And the Lakers have won in Riley, and the Lakers dance off the court.
They were lucky because it was right on line.
Boy, it was
He
lucky.
looked at me like, how did you ever leave
That's
me?
rare Larry Bird missed some shot like that. Man, that's rare, boy. Lakers got off with one lucky one, boy. That's rare he missed something like that.
That wide open.
Especially with the game on the line.
You gotta be kidding me. Changed the whole series.
Every time I watch that shot, I still think it's going in. Larry thought it was going in. Magic thought it was going in. Pat Riley thought it was going in. If Larry Bird took that exact same shot in that exact same situation 10 times, he'd probably hit 9 of them. And if Larry Bird hits that shot, then the series is tied 2-2. And with the next game at the Boston Garden, there's no way you can convince me that this Celtic team, with the greatest home court advantage of all time, led by one of the most clutch players in NBA history, doesn't win that next home game. So instead of being down 3-2 going back to LA and losing those NBA finals, the Celtics would have been up 3-2. And with all of that momentum on the Celtics side, all they needed to do was win one game in LA to give Larry Bird his 4th title, add another Finals MVP to his collection, become the first team to win back-to-back titles since Bill Russell with the Celtics in the 60s, and silence all doubt on who won the Bird versus Magic rivalry. One shot could have changed everything, and the conversation about the greatest player of all time would have been very different.
Larry Bird at his best, LeBron James at his best.
Oh, I gotta go with Larry Joe.
Reggie Miller.
I gotta go with Larry Joe.
You take Larry Joe.
Yeah, but Larry over Bron, though, like, for real. But Larry a better player. But that's my opinion, though. Everybody got different opinions. I'm taking Bron over Larry Bird. I mean Larry Bird over Bron any day, bro. Especially whoever got the last shot. The last shot, if you pick Bron, bro, come on. If you have a brain, you gonna pick Bird, bro. Like, Come on, bro. The best shooter of all time. Bron can shoot too, but come on, bro. Come on, man. The most clutchest player of all time. Bird all day.
Larry Joe, for the win.
When Reggie Miller said that, it was headline news the next day because the media fawns over LeBron James more than ever. But to many Larry Legend truthers, it wasn't a surprise at all.
Skip, Reggie would take Bird over LeBron. Do you concur, my friend?
I do concur. In a hypothetical draft, would I take him over LeBron James to start my franchise? Yes, I would. And I don't think it's even close.
Now, you would think that Skip Bayless, as the ultimate contrarian, would be challenged by his co-host for such an opinion. However, this is one of the rare things that they 100% agreed on.
You know, in terms of leadership, in terms of clutch, in terms of shooting ability, and overall championship credentials, not just trophies, but a mentality, Larry Bird gets the nod over LeBron James.
I'm guessing that right now about 80% of our viewing audience does not agree with either one of us.
Well, all that means that they don't know anybody.
They don't know.
I would love to pick LeBron, but in terms of clutch, money time, there's no contest.
Exactly.
He's not even in Larry Bird's class. He's not even close.
Thank you, Stephen A. Gosh, man.
It's not even close.
Skip don't know what he talking about.
If you like stats, here's Larry Bird versus LeBron James season stats, while both are at the age of 30. Larry Bird averages more points, more rebounds, more assists, and has a higher field goal percentage. So when someone asks you, what is Larry Bird better at than LeBron? You can say, pretty much everything.
Not pretty much everything, but I gave LeBron the edge with finishing, even though I feel like he barely better than him at that. But I'm gonna give him some, bro. Even though.
Hold on, is he ahead of Larry Bird?
No.
No. What was Bird better at?
Bird's a better shooter. It's not close.
Yeah, thank you. Better shooter. That's not close. I think everybody should know that.
Bird is as good or better as a passer, a much more fluid, much more natural passer than LeBron James, a creative passer. LeBron James, for a superstar, he's as good a passer as anyone outside of maybe Magic and Bird. Bird was a better passer. Bird's a better rebounder. The fact is that Larry Bird didn't stay healthy, and the fact is that basketball is played so differently now. When it comes down to the end of a game in a championship series, I would rather have Larry Bird have the basketball.
Well, duh. Is there any way on earth you would take LeBron James over Larry Bird in the clutch?
There's no way on earth that I'd pick him over Larry Bird in the clutch. I can tell you that much. Larry Bird was not just a superior shooter from anywhere on the court, just like you highlighted. Not only was he a near 90% shooter from the free throw line, which
like, y'all watching what I'm watching right now? Like, come on, man. You think LeBron is better than Larry Bird? Are you serious?
I could never brag about. But when you talk about money time, whether it's a particular juncture in the season where you're trying to position yourself for the playoffs, or you're talking about the last minutes of a game, or you're talking about the last shot in a game, or you're talking about a game 7, or you're talking about anything that indicates clutch, you simply can't pick LeBron over Larry Bird because you can pick almost no one in NBA history over Larry Bird. When it was money time, you knew where the ball was going, and you also knew there was little to nothing that you could do about it. It was just a matter of whether or not Larry Bird was going to make it or miss it.
But even despite all of those numbers, to those who actually saw Larry Bird play, the eye test is all they need.
I know there are other numbers that will support you on LeBron. I may lose this, but you know what? I'm going with these, all 4 of them. And I watched that dude dominate an era that has some of the greatest players of all time playing. And this isn't a diss on LeBron. I'm not dissing LeBron. I love LeBron. We both love LeBron. Everybody appreciates how great he was. But as time passes, it's easy to forget how great Larry Bird was.
Yeah, Larry Bird definitely had tougher competition than LeBron. I don't care what nobody say.
That said, right here,
Definitely
right now, Larry Bird remains the greatest small forward ever, period, end of story.
Ever, period, end of story, ever. LeBron is not better than Larry Bird. He is not better than Larry Bird, bro. But that's the end of the video, man. If you made it for me, she likes subscribe, your boy TJ Yacht.